we are on the air. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the show that makes Rite Aid look like a McDonald's. This is the Sports Spot, for the only opinion that matters. It's right here. I am Mike Lennon, aka Hampton Mike, along with my partner Brian, the Ranger Guitar. You know what? I didn't even get that up over the chair this time. How bad is that?
No, what I will say is, you know, they do have Rite Aid has a drive-thru.
They do. They do. Hey, just, you know, one and the same. Today we are going to talk about the NHL Eastern Conference with our preview selections. Brian, action-packed selections here. I think we don't agree on a lot of them.
Well,
that's fine.
we, you know, obviously, just so the fans know, so we took some time to really analyze each division, and we'll start with the Metro. But taking a look at who we think, you know, how this is going to basically end up the 2017-18 NHL season. Where we did agree is we agreed at the top and the bottom.
Yep.
We agree that Pittsburgh wins it.
Absolutely.
And Jersey blows.
That's right. Yeah, and everything in between we'll tell you about. But Pittsburgh, yeah, I mean, to beat the team, you got to be the team. You got to beat the team. Go ahead.
Woo! A little Ric Flair.
There it is. So Pittsburgh coming off back-to-back Stanley Cups. I think they get it done again.
Well, I mean, they've shown you no reason to think opposite, right?
No.
You know, if anything, this Vegas expansion helped them a hell of a lot because they got Marc-Andre Fleury's money off the books.
Yep.
So now they have a little more wiggle room to keep some of this team together.
Yep.
They're loaded, man. I mean, listen, it sucks because I don't like them, but what am I supposed to do?
And what a surprise, number two, we disagree with already. I think the Columbus Blue Jackets can get back to where they belong as a good team. Last year stumbled a little bit down the stretch. And, you know, with that big 16-game winning streak they had last year, they stumbled. They probably should have won the division, but they didn't. Pittsburgh came back like they always do and came back and won the title. But I think Columbus is a good team again. Bobrovsky in goal. You can't count them out.
Well, I think Columbus is going to be one of the top three teams in the division, so I agree with you there. But for me, I think until the Caps are there, you know. And again, I mean, I don't like the Caps as much as I did last year. I didn't really like them that year.
Yep.
But I think that they've done enough to still maintain second in this division. I have Columbus in third.
Okay, so my number three is, I'm going to say, and I'm going to hate to say it, those New York Rangers. I think they have enough firepower and the youth that they have, and the addition of Kevin Shattenkirk, Lundqvist, running out of time, but I think they get to number three this year.
Well, I don't think it's in their best interest to have the number three seed this year because that means you got to go through the number two and then the number one to get out of the division.
I didn't know Brian's analyzing it. He doesn't want his team to get to number three because they'd be better off at number four.
They were last year, right?
Yeah.
No, I think the Rangers are a playoff team. I like their offseason a lot. My surprise team in the Metro to get that second wild card spot, the Carolina Hurricanes.
Okay.
You like that?
No, it's not a bad
like that?
Not a bad selection.
Listen,
I'm going to go a little bit the other way, though, but that's fine.
They've been on the cusp for a while now. You know, they added Scott Darling in the offseason. I really just like the way that team's put together.
Yep.
They've been drafting well for a long time. Nobody watches and nobody cares, apparently. But I like them to take a jump up. I like Sebastian Aho last year. Like Victor Rask last year. I'm a fan.
Justin Williams there in this year. So
Teuvo Teravainen.
There you go. Oh, there you go. I think Washington can slip into the extra wild card spot this year. Yes, Washington did a little off-season renewal, got rid of Justin Williams, some other pieces of that puzzle, but I still think Washington's a good team. They have Holtby in goal. They can get back there. It'll be a number 4 team. They'll get in the playoffs. I had Carolina right behind them, though, at number 5. So that's
getting in?
It's a possibility. I think things could fall their way. Like you said, they're a good team. They got a little spunk. You know, they're not really young, but they got enough to get in. The number 6 spot, I hate to say it, my Philadelphia Flyers. Things have to go right for them this year to get into the playoffs. It's going to be a stretch. It's going to be tough. Can they do it? They possibly get that second wild card. I think an Eastern Conference is going to be a hell of a job, but I think they're going to fall in that number 6 spot in the Metro Division.
I think we kind of have the bottom of this division somewhat the same, a little bit different in the order. I think we both agree the Devils are last.
Yeah.
I have the Islanders ahead of the Flyers for the simple reason that the Islanders have Tavares and the Flyers don't. The Flyers don't have an elite player of Tavares' level, but I will tell you this. Arrows pointed up on the Flyers. If the Islanders don't get John Tavares under contract, this thing's going to fall apart really quick. And you have to think, if you're Garth Snow, if I don't have him signed by the deadline,
you're in trouble.
Do I risk losing him for nothing?
Yeah.
A player of his caliber?
He's definitely the glue to hold that team together.
For sure. And I think that's going to be the cloud over the Islanders all year until they figure this out, until they figure where they're going to start playing, if they're going to be in Brooklyn, Long Island, Belmont, whatever.
So I have them flip-flop Flyers and Islanders. So my top 8 for the Metro, the Pittsburgh Penguins, the Columbus Blue Jackets, the New York Rangers, the Washington Capitals, Carolina Hurricanes, the Philadelphia Flyers, New York Islanders, and those New Jersey Devils.
My Metro finished Pittsburgh 1, Columbus 2, Washington 3. They're your playoff teams. Rangers 4th with a wild card. Carolina 5th with a wild card. And then Islanders, Flyers, Devils, unfortunately, didn't get in. Let's take a break and hear from our sponsor.
This episode of the Sports Box is brought to you by Mic'd Up Entertainment and DJ Mike Velardi. For all of your event planning needs, make sure you contact Mike at 609-864-5925 and tell him that you saw him on the Sports Box.
And there you go.
And we're back. So let's talk about the Atlantic Division. Brian, I think we kind of disagree already on the Atlantic Division. I think Tampa Bay wins the division. I think Tampa Bay still has that, not firepower, but still got that muster to get in there, a scrappy team, still okay in goal. I think they get in.
I think we agree on the playoff teams out of this division, but I think we have a bit of a difference of opinion
we're all over
in
the place.
how they fall.
Yeah.
I believe Toronto wins this division. Toronto is a team that, we talk about teams that do it the right way.
Mm-hmm.
They've drafted so well. Austin Matthews, William Nylander, Mitch Marner. They've done such a nice job in building up impact players.
Dan Reemstike.
Yeah.
And it's not the Marleau trade, is it?
Well, the Marleau signed
signed
there.
there.
Yeah, I mean, and a veteran presence. They have some cap issues right now. We'll see how that works itself through. But I still think that they're the best team in this division. I do like Tampa as well. I have Tampa second with Stamkos back. I think they're a very good team. Their defense, I don't like as much as some. I love Victor Hedman, but I don't like the rest of it. And I think adding Dan Girardi is an absolute negative to this team. And I should know that because he was a Ranger his whole career.
Okay. I think it's a little flip-flop that Tampa won, Toronto 2. I think Toronto did have the right pieces headed in the right direction. I just don't think they have enough to get over that hump. Still a playoff team, still a very good team, so I have number 2. Third team.
We agree here.
We do agree. The Montreal Canadiens, how could you back them out?
Goaltending, right?
Absolutely. Goaltending is the way they go.
I feel, I liked their trades to get Jonathan Drouin. I know they gave up Sergachev, and that sucks, but I think Drouin's going to flourish in Montreal. I'm a little more concerned about what is Galchenyuk supposed to do, because he's supposed to be a center. Now he plays wing.
Well, I think the Shea Weber one-more-year deal
I agree.
comes into effect. He gets a little bit more chemistry there. I think Montreal's a good third team.
You got to love the goaltending.
Oh, how could you not love the goaltending?
Yeah.
You look at the number 4 team, I think we are on the same page as well. I think the Ottawa Senators are right there.
Yep.
Just signed 36-year-old Anderson to a one-year deal. What do you say about him? Still Bobby Ryan's there. I mean, you still got the whole crew. Made a great run last year.
They
made
a very advantageous run next year. I think the Rangers probably let them. The Rangers. The Ottawa's who we thought they were. We let them off the hook. Dennis.
The remarks of this host do not represent the station.
So I do have Ottawa in that 4 spot, but you have them getting in the playoffs.
I do.
You do.
I do. Sneaking the playoffs.
So see, I don't think they get in. I think Carolina gets it from me.
Okay.
I like Buffalo though. Buffalo takes a step up this year.
Okay. I like the Florida Panthers. I think the Panthers are still okay. Scrappy team still. A lot of youth on that team. I think they'll be fine. I think Florida is a number 5 team.
I think we're kind of again the bottom starts getting kind of murky, but we both agree Boston blows. We both agree
Boston does blow.
Yeah, it's bad. I didn't like their offseason at all.
Nope.
Really didn't. I didn't think they did anything that's going to help their team. I'm not a Florida fan myself. I think I've been down that road with them, and I've been left at the altar.
And you've been burned, yeah. But number 6, I have Buffalo. I have Buffalo winning number 6 in that division.
I got Detroit at the end.
Yeah, I have Detroit. At the bottom, second to bottom. I have Boston last with Boston Blues.
Okay.
So my Atlantic is Tampa, Toronto, Montreal, Ottawa, Florida, Buffalo, Detroit, and Boston.
You hate this, Boston. Wow.
They suck. They look terrible.
I agree. Listen,
Tuukka Rask looks like me when I was little.
Well, I mean,
I had some game when I was little too, so I mean that's it. Besides the point.
So my Atlantic, I think the Atlantic sends 3 teams to the playoffs, no wild cards. I think Toronto 1, Tampa 2, Montreal 3, and then after that, Ottawa just misses. If you believe Carolina's gonna make it as a wild card, Ottawa just misses. I think Buffalo steps up. I think Boston's very flat. Florida down. Detroit way down.
When Boston got rid of Milan Lucic off to Edmonton, they've sucked. And in the last big deal that they've done. Yeah, thank you.
I mean,
that's why they've sucked ass.
I didn't like the Backus signing for them.
No.
I don't like their defense that much, and I think that they kind of had those 3 first-round picks in a row that they kind of really did.
You like that Zach Ronaldo deal? You like that?
Stupid.
Anyway, thank you for watching. We really appreciate you watching the Eastern Conference. Keep an eye out. We'll have the Western Conference soon. And remember, you can always get us on social media if you need to.
Facebook and Twitter at SportsBox Show. If you haven't yet found us on Facebook, I know a lot of you haven't yet. We do have some live content there, so make sure you just follow us there. We appreciate that. And if you're going to do nothing else, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We appreciate that as well.
You haven't watched us live yet. What the hell? You haven't missed life.
Yeah, Mike lives like it's an experience.
Oh
so.
my God!
I want to share it with you.
You guys see me screw up vocabulary live. It's beautiful. So anyway,
without editing, without a net, Mike's crazy.
Oh my God, it's nuts. Anyway, at Sportsbox, remember, at Sportsbox, the only opinion that matters is right here. Thanks for watching. See you. 1, 2, 3.
Don't forget to subscribe.